Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go, here in Baltimore. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7.
93.
Valdez-Scantling on the move. Now, a second down throw from Carr. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Look at this. They go with their tight end on 3rd down. What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run it and give it to the big guy. They'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. A 1st down throw for Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. A 19-yard pickup there. 1st down, Baltimore. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4. On the option, they give it to Henry. And he'll get about halfway there. That's a gain of 2, down to the 2.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are...
He's got his big tight end, Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. The kick is good. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. On the return, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. First and 10. Throwing is Carr. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the give, this is Kamara. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped, this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Carr working out of the gun. He's got the connection there to Valdez-Scantling. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Carr now to throw on 1st down. Here's a screen coming for Kamara.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. Here's Kamara. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Valdez-Scantling on the move. Carr now on 2nd down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Ardarius Washington.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Aguilar goes off in motion. Whoa! And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On play action, here's Jackson. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there. 2nd down, Jackson. And try as he might, he will not get back to that line of scrimmage. They will force him out for a loss.
Mike, these are the plays that on the stat sheet, the offensive lineman look at the quarterback a little sideways. He has a chance to just throw that ball out of bounds, but instead, he takes it out of bounds himself, and that goes on the stat sheet as a sack.
And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down, so it's going to bring up 4th down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake, and
he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked, and they will turn it over on down.
So here as the quarterback, you can't take that sack. You have to understand it's 4th down. While you don't want to throw a pick, you've got to get this ball out of your hand and give one of your playmakers a chance to make a play for you and extend this drive on 4th down.
This one complete to Hill. And he will get into the end zone. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, New Orleans. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice. but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Groupie able to add the extra point. The Saints will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. Justice Hill to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Jackson now to throw on first down. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime. Bateman is the motion man. On 1st and 10, Jackson. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Olsen and Evo, the good coverage. Gets his hand in there to knock it away. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. On the move, past the 40. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Bateman is the motion man. Again, it's Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Jackson up top again, and he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Off the play fake, Jackson. He'll try to run for it.
That's a really good effort on 3rd down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
On 4th down, here comes Justin Tucker for the Ravens. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And the Ravens will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. That's caught by Hill. Still going. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. 3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Bateman is the motion man. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here, just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that, they're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
They face 2nd down and 7. Now, Jackson. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He'll find Aguilar, complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They'll run it on 1st down with Henry. And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line.
If you have a shot to bring him down early, you just can't miss, Mike. Not against a runner like this. If he slips that first tackle, you can see how much more he can add to a run.
And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On the handoff, it's Henry. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one. Play 7 of the drive coming up, and it's 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Here's Williams on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Carr. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now a give running left with Kamara. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Shaheed in motion.
29.
From the shotgun, it's Carr. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only...
This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. Here's Carr. That is caught downfield. It's Johnson, the tight end. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of play. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Carr to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. They are cooking to begin this drive. This play going for 30 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Pistol give to Kamara. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now Carr. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Trying to keep this drive moving, but it's 3rd and 8. Carr. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Marlon Humphrey, the man there to break that one up. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. Carr working out of the gun. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And he's going to go out of bounds, but a very nice return up past the 35-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick 1st down. Now Jackson on the move. Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. Picked off by Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll try to hit him with a screen. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down. Throwing is Carr. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Carr from the gun on third down. He's going to let this one go deep. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. Valdez-Scantling on the move. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. Tucker for the point after. Now how about this? It's a fake. This will be incomplete. Not sure what they could have seen that makes this a good call. Going for it with a fake on an extra point, and they get nothing out of it. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Williams now to return. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Now Carr. Back deep for Olave. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, for the fifth time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stevens. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do, if that's the case, is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay. You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop, The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and, man, they were this close to coming away with it.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Point after now from Tucker. And now it's a flip back to the kicker. It's a fake. This will be incomplete. Not sure what they could have seen that makes this a good call. Going for it with a fake on an extra point, and they get nothing out of it. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, it's Williams. Just trying to make something happen, and the ball's loose on the field. But this is taken in by a teammate. Shaheed in motion.
6-18.
On 1st and 10, Carr. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So it's a win here for the Ravens. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruise to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The punter, Jack Fox, has us ready to go, and we are underway here at Ford Field. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Carr. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 33 yards that time.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action, now Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal calls would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Carr. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Now 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Carr. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. We're scoreless after 1. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Carr going to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jerron Johnson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the 2nd, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. And he will get in to make it 8-0. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 24. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Gibbs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Goff. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for Detroit. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Out of the gun, Goff. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Second and 9. To throw, it's Carr. He completes it to Olave. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now Carr. Rifles run, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
First carry now for David Montgomery. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. Looking for right, and he finds him. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Goff. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this.
Super 66. Value 3. Value 3.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So no gain on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
To throw his Carr. Little short pass here to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot here before half for Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down. Off play action. Here's Goff. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Here's Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Gone. Finds Gibbs on a check down. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. 3 yards, all they can muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
A give to Kamara running right. Nice his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Kamara gets it again on second down. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
In motion right, Olave. He's going to get it on the jet sweep, and this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and 4. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. He hasn't really had a game to remember, but that conversion right there is something to hang his hat on late.
It certainly is. And in these situations, what you're really looking for is the guy who's not worried about his stats, not worried they didn't get 100 yards in a game, but will make that dirty, gritty run that you have to close the game out, as we just saw there.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Kamara is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
And even with the loss on first down, they did a nice job holding on to the football. And they can still run it 2 more times and take some time off the clock and even take some of the timeouts away from the defense and then possibly kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. They're in a great spot.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position. And obviously, a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If they score a touchdown, great. But that's not what you're really playing for.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Running here is Taysom Hill, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Here's 1st and 10. Goff. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. No stopping Peyton Turner on that sack. He would not be denied.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
St. Brown on the catch. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. From the gun, here's Goff. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Goff now looks to throw. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Carr going to look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go to the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Kamara up the middle. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I
like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.